All right, welcome, guys. We're going to be checking out Elder Scrolls Online's new expansion, the Gold Road. It's a direct sequel to the expansion Necrom, which came out last year. I recommend playing through it. I'm going to be talking about some spoilers because it's a direct continuation of the story. So if you haven't played through Necrom, I would suggest going and doing that. It's really good. You'll enjoy it. But here comes some story spoilers from Necrom. So we find out at the end of Necrom that there is actually another Daedric Prince, that Herminus Mora used his powers to make everyone, including himself, forget. He used some great power to make every prince, every person, just make them just disappear. And Hermione, and then I think it was three of the princes were working together to. They figured out he did something, and no one can remember what he did, but they wanted to try to, they thought it was a great power, a great, secret, and so they wanted to, break it. So eventually they broke the spell, and now people are remembering this forgotten prince, and this whole expansion is going to be based on that, is learning who this prince is, why, we don't know why they were, sent away or forgotten. He said that they were very dangerous and they needed to for everyone's sake. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what it's all about. I'm currently playing as a Arcanist. I need to change my class. I am actually, I wonder if I can I think I have a class change token. I need to change to Dark Elf because I switched to daggers. I was high elf and doing magic, but now I'm gonna switch over to dark elf. Race change. There we go. I would like to be a dark elf, please. Perfect. Just a little bit shorter, but pretty much I just gotta respect my racials. I'm old, I forgot to spoil the time you play. Yeah, the expansion's really nice. It's takes on place a lot of Herminus Mora's realm, which you might remember from Skyrim. Skyrim's DLC. It's quite fun to go through and explore all that. Racial, dark elf skills. I'm going to respect my skills here. Dual wield, reduce damage from lava. Flame resistance, weapon, and spell damage. Okay. What is my gear is currently set to Magicka. I need to switch it to Stamina, since we kind of switched over to that. Let's go crafting a little bit. I tried doing magic, but Stamina just wins because the game's not super balanced very well combat-wise. Certain classes struggle, other classes are dominant. Some classes are only really good at being a healer, some are only good at being a tank. But it only really matters in the hard content, which is veteran dungeons and trials. But everything else, it's the game is so easy, you don't need to really worry about optimization at all, because so much of the content is very easy. Yeah, we're going Stamina Arcanist. Let me just make a couple of stamina things. Chanting. Oh, it's oof. Plunder, reinforce maybe, and then stamina. Okay, stamina. Adds up stamina enchantment. Okay, we need quite a few of those.
Denis, Huta.
Yas. Okay, I'm gonna use these on my gear. So enchant. Okay, enchant. 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 Oh, does that require a different one? Oh, I got lots of... I play this game a lot offline. I've played this game a ton. Okay, if I want to... Do I need a different kind of gem if I want to do... Why can't I enchant my hood? Oh, because I made level 150. Oops. Oh, certain enchants can't go on there. I forgot. That's right. Only certain enchants can go on there. Alright, that'd be enough for now. I need to... Don't have any chance I could buy this item. But why, though? Oh, CP 150. That's what it is. I made the wrong CP. Damn it. The number of times I've done that. All right, let's go over to... We gotta go make another one. Do you know how long it's been like that? Probably months. That's a very common oopsie. Luckily, Order Wrath is very easy to make more of. Oopsie. Nikki from Nern, Beans in a Pot. Thanks for those resubs, guys. Hello, Emperor Julius Caesar. Okay, let me go. Let's go craft another one. Dan is live? Yes, he is. So I need to make medium as well. Order's Wrath. So, medium hat of Order's Wrath. Okay, so... Creation. Order Wrath. Helmet. And then we want it to be... Level 160. I forgot to click that little button right there. Look doesn't matter, and then we want Divines. Divines. Okay, then. Level 50, 160, medium. Okay, craft. Then we want to improve it. Boop. And again. Make it blue, and then... If you like crafting, Elder Scrolls Online has a really robust, fun crafting system. And then make it legendary. now we will enchant it with the thing we made. Perfect. Optimized. Did I actually make the... My gloves are also... I need to replace my gloves. Let's do that. Creation. Medium gloves of Order Wrath, 160. Do I have divines? I don't have divines on gloves. Oh, well. I'll do the recovery. Increase crit. Yeah, I'll do recovery. Just for now. I can make another one later. All right, now we're going to upgrade. Now we're switching to medium. I had light armor on forever because I was a high elf, which is very magic based. Magic just doesn't work as well as stamina because the stamina morph is so good. It's just too good. Okay, medium. Order Wrath, Order Wrath, Order Wrath, Order Wrath, Order Wrath. That's 1, 2, 3, or 5. Okay. Yep. Also, enchant. Stamina. Perfect. I need to respec all these light armor perks into the medium armor. Alright, let's go to a shrine. We'll go to Morrowind. Okay, looks amazing. My character is wearing the Dark Brotherhood skin, which is part of the Dark Brotherhood expansion. I recommend playing this game without Elder Scrolls ESO Plus at first, just to see if you like it. And then if you like it, then you can invest in it. Skills, yes. Of snares. Might want to have like a combination of light and medium armor now that I think about it. To get like a little bit of both. Weapon and spell damage. Movement speed, sure. Proof speed, sure. Alright, let's go ahead and... My inventory is very, very, very full. Let's go take a little trip over to crafting, and then we will get our character inventory empty so we can go over and check out. Yeah, if you're not a heavy crafter, you really don't need the infinite crafting bag. But a lot of us are hoarders, and if you want to hoard materials, then ESO lets you do it without having to think about it. You just, like, dump everything into the bag. There's no question about, can I hold this? It's just, yes, you can hold it all. Let me check my researches. See if there's anything to research. Got most of them done. I only have a handful left in each of the crafting. I don't have Grand Crafter. I gotta do the Nirnhorned stuff. It's the only thing I'm really missing. The last one takes forever in each tree, though. Research. All right, let me go ahead and use my handy dandy little disenchanter.
You immortal trash.
I have a lot of stuff to get rid of, ma'am. I need to. Those are worth a lot. Hold on to those. Go ahead and break all this down to get a nice, clean, fresh start. Before I fill it all up again. And then need my vendor.
What an honor it is.
Okay, sell all that stuff. Get rid of most of my stuff. Yeah, these aren't worth anything. Yeah, I don't need that. Yeah, I don't need those. Just gonna get rid of most everything because I need the space. Most of these are not worth anything, even in the auction house. Nice bird, thank you. How much free space do I have now? Oh, hundreds of free spaces. Yes. Need that free space. I'm clearing out my inventory because we're about to go into a new expansion, so I need the space. Bankers right there.
House Halalu maintains.
Let's deposit. Most of these if we can. Gotta have so much stuff in inventory. So much. Transmute station. Oh, West Weald. Oops. That is a pre-order bonus. West Weald pre-purchase treasure. Sorry, just completely cleared out my inventory here. Because usually in an expansion, you'll get lots of new stuff. All right, I think we cleared out, yeah, only 38 slots being used right now, which is pretty good. Okay, now it's time for us, now that we've done our prep, to go do the new expansion. Thank you, Andor, for the 10-month resub. All right, we're going in. Andor, I love your show. Yes. Skingrad. Oh my god, we're back in Skingrad.
Ah, there you are. I have been expecting you.
Hello.
Ah, Proxy, I bear grim news. The secret Hermaeus Mora guarded has escaped, and Ithelia is forgotten no more. Strange disturbances and disorder now rack these lands. West Weald suffers. But by following these occurrences, we may just find her.
Skingrad's your favorite city? Didn't realize it was in Elder Scrolls. And they just added it yesterday. The new expansion added Skingrad and the area around it to the game. What sort of disturbances and disorder?
A secretive and violent order called the Recollection scours ruins throughout the Weald. Strange Daedric creatures harry the region, and the wood elf King Nantharian reigns over a newly grown forest, a sure sign the threads of fate have frayed.
What was that about the threads of fate?
The lines of possibility that weave through reality and hold everything together. Ithelia, the Daedric Prince of Paths, has been set free. Her presence threatens both our world and the realms beyond. Help me meet this threat, and you will be rewarded.
I'll help you deal with the threat of Ithelia. Where do we begin?
Let me mark your map. Frayed threads of fate point to Rustwall, the Ellenglin ruins, and Ostermere. And take this relic, the Echonir. You might find it useful. My friend Baragon offered his townhouse in Skingrad. Let us meet there when we are done.
Tell me about these sites you want me to investigate.
They are all within West Weald, not far from the city of Skingrad. Which location are you curious about?
Why are you interested in the Rustwall estate?
Rustwall Estate is an old Colovian manor to the southeast, on the outskirts of Skingrad. Why Rustwall is important, I cannot say. Yet the threads of fate have been disturbed there, and we need to determine the cause.
Tim Titty, thank you for that resub, and Chaotic, thank you for the resub as well. You have some top-notch emotes? Thank you so much. Julia in chat makes her emotes if you see her. What's going on in Ostermere?
I am not sure. That is why I asked you to investigate. Ostermere is a Colovian town in the Strid Vale, not far from the southern edge of the New Forest. I have heard stories about powerful groundquakes and enraged forest creatures in the area.
No new class? New classes are pretty rare. They just added one last year called the Arcanist, and the one before that was about 4 years earlier, which was the Necromancers. So they add them pretty rarely, and there's usually a big gap between them. But they did add a new system called Scribing, which we'll be exploring. What was that about a new forest?
The Valenwood forest mysteriously expanded across the river Strid and replaced the previous Colovian terrain. The wood elves who settled the area call it Dawnwood. King Nantharian rules a new Bosmer realm beneath its thick canopy.
What are you talking about the Englin?
Ellenglin is a substantial Ayleid ruin that lies north of Skingrad. A lonely and peaceful spot, or so I have been told. Yet the threads of fate simply vanish in the vicinity. A phenomenon I have never observed before. We must determine why.
What was that about a new forest?
Recently, the vineyards of the southwest portion of the Weald were overgrown with a thick forest. Now wood elves led by King Nantharian have settled the city of Vashabar. So far, these settlers have been peaceful, but Skingrad is concerned.
I'll head out and investigate these sites now.
Very good. I do not know what awaits you at Rustwall, but look for our ally Baragon at Ostermere. He mentioned he had business of his own there. As for Ellenglin, I will meet you there. I am quite curious to see those ruins.
How do we stop Ithelia if we find her?
That is not an easy question to answer. Ithelia is a Daedric Prince. No mortal can match her power without assistance, nor can Hermaeus Mora move against her while she walks our world. He is bound by the Cold Harbor Compact, while Ithelia is not.
What is the Cold Harbor Compact?
An ancient agreement that prevents many of the most powerful Daedric princes from directly manifesting on Nern. Ithelia was imprisoned long before the deal was struck, so she and the Daedra that serve her are not party to its restrictions.
Well, don't worry. A Daedric Prince would never just, like, walk into our realm. Like, that would never happen. What are we supposed to do then?
Find her, observe her, discover her plans. Use the Echoneer to reveal her memories. Mora chose you and requested I assist you. He believes you can help preserve reality from Ithelia's threat, so we must trust that he shall guide us along the way.
There must be something else we can do, too.
We know that Daedric relics such as the Echoneer were used to help defeat Ithelia in ancient times. Perhaps such items shall play a part again. For now, knowledge must be our weapon of choice, and our task is to arm ourselves as best we can.
I'm not sure I understand how Ithelia escaped.
It began with Torvasad, a clanless Dremora tormented by a dream he could not remember. He came to suspect that something had been taken from him, and that Hermaeus Mora was responsible. So Torvasad sought allies.
This is a recap of the story of Necrom, by the way. So Torvasgard was a Dremora that didn't have any clan, and he just had dreams that he was forgetting something. And he knew that Hermaeus Mora was responsible.
The Daedric Princes Vermina and Periite. Torvasad convinced them Mora had stolen their memories too. Together they invaded Apocrypha and reached the glyphics in which Mora kept the secret. There was another Daedric Prince, Ithelia.
What happened to Ithelia?
Hermaeus Mora rallied other princes against her. They defeated Ithelia and Mora imprisoned her within the mythos, the core of Apocrypha. Then he made everyone forget. Torvasad opened the glyphics and set the imprisoned memories free.
Then what happened?
When we followed Torvasad to Ithelia's prison, he was as surprised as we were. She had already escaped. Perhaps the act of restoring her memory to the world was enough for her to set herself free. Now Ithelia is loose and somewhere in West Weald.
Will this be on the test? Yes, you guys better be taking notes. We will be quizzing you. So make sure that you know what's going on. Ooh, let's look at Skingrad. Skingrad is the city that had the vampire in it with the big, beautiful bridge. They had to go miniature mode in Oblivion, so this will be like a usually bigger and like, but we'll have all the keynotes of the original. Oh man, look at Skingrad. That architecture is beautiful. I'm gonna turn off player names. Friendly players. There we go. Makes it less cluttered. The fertile respite. Man, Skingrad has some beautiful architecture. The church. Remember the churches? That's gorgeous. Look at that. So pretty. Yeah, buildings are usually a lot bigger. They like, because Oblivion is kind of like shrunk down. This is the more large because it's like MMO style, so they can go bigger. So it makes the cities feel big, whereas they kind of felt a little tiny in the games because they had to go tiny because of the technology limitations back in the day.
The new forest worries me. Nothing natural ever grew that quickly.
Nothing natural ever grew that quickly. Wait, what? On behalf of all the Mages Guild of all Tamriel, the second era of Scribing. On behalf of the Mages Guild, Valale Thrombus, the You know what? Let's go for a name change. I don't like that name. Name change. There we go. Let's go. Darkcaster. 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 Shadow Meld. Something. Darkcaster Shadow. Darkcaster. Shadow Weaver. It's edgy. Darkcaster Shadow Weaver. Hell yeah, that's edgy as hell. That's like an edgy name. I'm not sure if you're gonna be addicted to Fallout 76. Sorry, not sorry. You're gonna play the damn game, you're gonna have lots of fun, and you're gonna enjoy yourself. Damn it.
Yes, are we going to race?
Add-ons. Lazy Writ Crafter. There it is. Reload. Gotta reinstall that one. Is it Darkcaster? No, Darkcaster. Otherwise, it'd just be Darkcaster. But we're Darkcaster, which is a little bit different. Yeah, Skingrad looks amazing so far. There is a person over there. My quest tracker is working. Let's turn that back on. The second era of scribing. Ooh, let's turn on scribing. That's the new like system that I'm curious about. Get our daily materials as well.
The new forest worries.
Scribing is the new like big system they added, so I'm curious to see how it works. So let's go get the quest started so we can start getting our stuff.
You stopped. Thank you. Solarium himself said you could help us with this predicament. I don't know what I'd do if I couldn't flag you down.
I know. I got your message. What's this all about?
The Archmagister asked that I not say too much in earshot of my guildmates. Let's just say it's a magical anomaly. Untamed power from an unknown source. Plenty to catch a mage's interest, but that's just the trouble. It could be highly dangerous.
Is the Mages Guild keeping this a secret?
For now. Power draws mages like moths to a flame. We're a little hopeless that way. Votary Nalia, a knight from the Order of the Lamp, is on the scene. She needs someone to help her explore this anomaly and assess the danger. What do you say?
Oh, looks like there's a bunch of damn nerds in chat. I like it. Zemi with the Dan Nerd. I appreciate that. I'll help Votary Nalia assess the magical anomaly.
Excellent. The anomaly is in an old complex called Sunamir, beneath the Sunhold Mages Guild. Good luck. Hopefully the rest of us won't be far behind you.
How will Scribing turn out long term? the devs said they wanted it to be more utility, not like replacing most of your stuff. So I don't know. If they don't make it good enough, no one's gonna use it. So I hope that they make them like on par with regular abilities, or otherwise no one's gonna use them. What else can you tell me about Votary?
Take my word for it, she's one of our best. Professional, highly focused, a tad overworked, maybe. Some say knights in the Order of the Lamp are just failed mages. Those people haven't met Nalia.
She's a knight that uses magic?
She's got an incredible aptitude for portal magic. Taught me everything I know. She'd have made a fine adept if she didn't love that sword so much. At least, I think she loves it. She's hard to read these days. Very focused on work, like I said.
What do you know about the anomaly?
Precious little, I'm afraid. They broke through an old wall to get at it. Votary Nalia can fill you in on the details, but I heard one of the other knights mention its old, deep magic. Makes sense, given the age of Sunamir.
Sunamir is a guild hall?
No, Sunamir predates the founding of the Mages Guild by, 1,000 years or so. It's an ancient library, I think. Lots of dusty tomes and some esoteric stories from all across Tamriel.
Thank you, Emperor, for the resub, and Casual Spec for the resub. Chat, I don't see you guys taking Dan notes. There's going to be a quiz, and if you don't have your notes, you're not going to be able to pass. Then you shall be banned for 5 seconds in chat. What can you tell me about the Order of the Lamp?
They fill many roles, often acting as bodyguards for powerful members or guardians of ancient magics. There aren't many knights in the Order, especially compared to the number of mages in the guild.
Why aren't there that many knights in the Order?
The standard for knights inducted into the Order soar higher than Kapora Tower. We don't just take anyone who can swing a blade, especially these days.
Why have I never heard of the Order of the Lamp before?
Well, rumor is that Archmagister Vanus formed the Order to lend legitimacy to the Mages Guild back when it was founded. That's not really a problem anymore. The knights are brave, skilled, and true. But the Order doesn't have much clout these days.
The Order is fading away?
Don't let Nalia hear you say that, but yes. Votaries of the Order of the Lamp are a rare sight in Tamriel these days, and likely to get rarer as the years roll on.
What else can you tell me about Nalia?
Take my word for it, she's one of our best. Professional, highly focused.
What's her
a tad
title?
Overworked. Other knights throw around honorifics like Sir and Dame. It's like that, a way for members to distinguish themselves. It speaks to their vows to the Order and to their role as a light to defend the guild. Nalia and the others
Sounds
are
nice.
inside. Stay safe in there.
I shall. Looks like we need to go outside and do the Scribing quest. That one's probably the most important with this new expansion, is unlock Scribing, because once you finish the Scribing quest, you'll get inks will start dropping for you. And inks are how you, the currency for Scribing. They can drop off, I think, on any mob once you unlock it, very rarely. Ooh, I think I see a Sky Shard. Ooh, it's like dead over here. Like a strip of death. Every time you get 3 of these, you get a skill point to put in your skills. So we just got 1. Perfect. Second era of Scribing. Wait a minute. It's telling me to go back over there. She must be... I think that I put the wrong way. Wait, what's this? There's some sort of... Something is seeping in the land that's killing everything. You can see the line right here. It's like almost a skim grab. Scribing is going to be... is a new... I think it's probably gonna be like excavation, where it's like a skill, not a crafting profession. It most likely will have a skill tree. and skill points that you can spend and stuff. Wait, that way? So somewhere in here. You can scribe with Prime Gaming. Right. Oh my god, I was standing right next to the door. Oh, silly me.
The new forest worries me.
I just got this game about to finish the original storyline. It was pretty good. You even had the actor for Dumbledore that did a lot of the voice acting for the main quest. It's pretty good. What scribing is, it allows you to make custom abilities in the game where you
Ah, good. You must be
choose
our
what
backup.
damage type,
An
what it
odd
does,
came through.
etc.
Magnus, watch over you, Nalia. We'll keep watch out here.
Right. Lead the way, traveler. The door just down the hall here.
All right.
I got my nickname because my eyes reminded people of the warm embers of a fire. I think fires are much prettier.
Okay, Ember. Is this offline? No. You have to play online because it's an MMO.
Mind your step. This place is a bit of a mess thanks to that portal.
But you can do every quest solo, and you will see other people in the world, but you don't have to play with them. And every
Now
quest
that we
is
have a
fully
moment,
voiced.
allow me to introduce myself. Nalia, Votary Knight in the Order of the Lamp. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. You're just as Varnus described you. Enard briefed you on our situation?
He asked me to help you investigate a magical anomaly.
That's exactly right. I'm quite proficient with portals, you see. This was my first time patrolling here in Sunamir, filling in for a friend. I sensed a portal through the wall back there, and when we broke through, well...
That's interesting armor. I like the runes all over it. Did you try to go through?
I mean, I tried. There used to be a lot more wall back there. The portal didn't like me trying to go through one bit. Raw magical energy came bursting out. I'm just lucky I wasn't scraped up too bad.
What do you want to do now?
This portal is old magic, keyed to require 2 people to enter at the same time. I think. That's where you come in. I'll see if I can stabilize it, then we go through together. Do you have any questions before we head in?
This is an expansion. I've literally only been playing it for about 10 minutes, so I'm not sure yet how good it is. I do have a few questions.
Fair enough. I'll answer what I can. What would you like to know?
Why do you think the portal needs more than one person to grant entry?
I'm good with portal magic. Really good. But I'm self-taught. I can't really put it into words like one of the adepts might. I've made and examined a lot of portals. This one is odd. Unique. A door with 2 keyholes waiting since the First Era.
Can you tell me where it leads?
It's the strangest thing. I'm certain it's somewhere in a Daedric realm, but it's shrouded somehow. Protected. And it wasn't always there. It's like a bubble of our world suspended by a thread in that realm. The thread being this portal.
What else can you tell me about this place?
Sunamir? We're in Somerset, deep under the Magus Guild in Sunhold. There's a few ways inside, so the guild has us patrol every so often, just to make sure no cultists or tome thieves got in.
Why is this place so important to the Mages Guild?
It's not, really. The place was donated to the guild sometime around its founding. The oldest books found here were from the early middle of the First Era. Shame they weren't kept in better condition. A lot of these books have been lost to time.
The Order of the Lamp. Can you tell me more about them?
Each knight takes a solemn vow to protect the Magus Guild, its members, and its goals. When we're available, we also go in first to deal with situations like this, trying to assess the unknown before letting the adepts get their hands dirty.
Why wouldn't you be available?
There aren't many votaries in the Order right now. Part of why I joined up. I tried the Adept's life before that. Being a Lamp Knight suits me better. Even if I still get called on for my portal magic just as much as before.
Why not one of your colleagues into the portal with you? Why seek me out?
If we were still on patrol, I'd be perfectly comfortable with Laren and Julian at my side. But we have no idea what's beyond that portal. One of the nice parts of being in a guild is you can call in backup. That's you.
All right, I'm ready to head through that portal.
Here we go.
All right, let's...
It's happening again. Brace yourself!
Uh-oh.
That blast reawakened some latent magic in here. Look around while I get this thing under control.
Oh. I guess I'll look around while you get control. Hi.
And all this location
Ma'am?
to meditate on. I just need a little more time.
You're more inconsistent than Twitch's bans. What's going on?
An illusion? It seems distorted.
Something's going on.
Watch out!
Well, what's that? Torn page. This page appears torn from a journal. Packed all I could, but mainly carry resentment. The thoughtless whims of fools and madmen have left my heart barren. I've broken myself trying to save everything. I'll leave and make a legacy to carry on what I discovered. The Solarium will live again, just not... Solarium?
Hold notes down here. This thing's as stable as I can make it. Let's head in before another surge of magic.
All right, going in. What the hell?
Good to know I was right about the portal. Let's figure out where we are and find the source of all this unstable magic.
Where the hell are we? Uh-oh, Flame Atronach. Got him. All right, let's go. Up. Thank you. Animated Incinerary. Medium armor increase. That's almost max. Nice. Get him. Perfect. As you can see, the combat in the game is quite easy outside of hard dungeons. Pretty much any build is viable. Anything you slap together will be able to do the story quests. It's been a complaint with a lot of people that the overworld content is just too easy. Alright, and fire. It would be nice if they added like a hard mode you could activate to like get slightly better rewards in the world, like increased gold or slightly increased drop rate or something. All right, boom. Ultimate! My class is the Arcanist, which is the class they added last expansion. It's a very powerful class, but you gotta get used to this. This is your primary source of damage. It's this thing. The little beam of death. This character is going to be my crafting character, my main character, so I'm putting all recipes and crafting more stuff on this one. So you want to have at least one crafter that knows every recipe.
Causing this, I think it's in the next room. Come on.
Let's go. I think they might have instanced this place. I don't see any other players. It's nice they're adding more solo dungeons like this.
Voice of Magnus. Where are we? What is this place?
They definitely tried to do hard content. I think what is the Craglorn was them trying to do like hard world content, but then they completely changed philosophies and decided to make everything scale to you, and they changed all the difficulty stuff.
This place is incredible. We'll have to explore when we're
Charlie,
not
I'm
in
angry
mortal
being on
danger.
those resubs, guys.
All this unstable magic seems to be flowing from those doors to the altar.
I can try to close those doors.
Ah, see? You took the words right out of my mouth. Close the doors if you can. I'll see what I can do to stabilize the focusing crystal on the altar.
Good luck.
I'll handle things here. Shut those doors.
All right, let's see. I will try looking over here for you. I wish I could get rid of the main quest. It won't go away. The Shattered Staff. I will do that later. Second era of Scribing, main quest. West Weald. That's not gonna go away. I gotta take it.
So I'm not good at... The tip came from an old friend.
Alright, let's go. How old is the game now? 10 years old. They're celebrating their 10-year anniversary right now, actually. What are... That's such a weird effect. What is going on?
Do you have the strength to seek me out?
The Indrik? Door of the Netch?
It's been too long since someone basked in my presence.
Okay. Unmarked. That was a giant black void in there. That was scary. It was like full of nothing. I am a dark elf. I was a high elf, but now we're a dark elf. I was high elf in magic, but now we're dark elf in stamina. Dragon.
Humans ascend the star-parked night. One a lamp and one a light.
I need you up here, now!
Coming! Yeah, they're having throughout this entire year they're having a bunch of anniversary events. They just had a big one a couple months ago, but they're going to keep having more. Ma'am, are you okay?
That wasn't the best idea I've ever had.
Meddlers, thieves, what have you done to my altar?
Is that a
We
crow?
were just trying to calm things down. Who in Oblivion are you?
Hi.
This is a fine way to wake after centuries of restless slumber. Did she send you? You're not at all what I was promised. It wasn't enough to break in. You had to smash the altar, too.
We're trying to calm the unstable magic. Who are you?
You may call me the Crow. This is the Solarium, and... I see now. She didn't send you. If she had, your knight wouldn't have smashed the altar's focusing crystal.
I believe, yeah, if you're grouped up, certain enemies will scale up to you, like bosses. But certain enemies, like world bosses, always have the same HP. It depends. I want to help. Just tell me what to do.
I suppose, if you meant true harm, you could have done much worse. We'll need a new crystal to act as a focus for the altar. Procure one, and... pin feathers. I suppose it's the only way. We'll have to try.
The game used to have levels everywhere where, like, this was level 10, 20, 30 zone. But they got rid of all that, and everything just scales to your level all the time now. Have to try what?
This altar focuses power to shape the very heart of magic itself. If we're going to get things under control, I'll need to talk you through the rite of scribing.
Scribing.
But first things first, there should be an old focus or two in the East Wing. Hurry.
I'll find a new focus in the East Wing.
The East Wing should still have a replacement crystal boxed up somewhere. Don't let the Solarium's defenses stand in your way. Hurry now.
What is scribing? Tell me what's going on.
We'll have all the time in the world to talk after the magic here is quelled. If the altar isn't stabilized, our conversation options will be very limited, because we will be dead.
Is that bad? I find that crystal then.
I'll hang back. That blast took a lot out of me.
Alrighty then, let's see. Let's go get our focus. Yeah, everything in the game will scale up to champion point level 160. And then after that, you keep leveling past that, but the gear won't scale anymore after that. Are you... Oh, you were glitched. Created forgotten crystals. Return to the altar with a crystal. Where is the gold road? Do you remember in Oblivion when you were walking from Skingrad to Anvil? That road is called the Gold Road.
Bring the crystal to the altar. Place it in the empty locus. If we are to quell this magic, we must focus it into a new creation. Place your hands on the altar. This is the Scribing altar. Make this grimoire your own.
Wield Soul. Customize your grimoire by adding one script of each type. A focus script defines the function of your skill. Signature scripts give unique effects. Affix scripts, final blessing of your choosing. Once they're filled, press R to craft. So with Scribing, we get to make our own custom abilities. So we start with Wield Soul. Then we can put on magic damage on this one. Lingering damage, so it does 6,100 damage plus 5,400 damage over time. And then Breach, fix the enemy with major breach 10 seconds, reducing physical and spell resistance. And then so that we made our own custom ability here. So we shall scribe.
The skill is scribed. The magic of the Solarium is calmed.
Luminous ink is required.
Well done. Let's talk about what comes next.
Luminous ink is required to complete an act of scribing. You'll be charged ink equal number of new scripts added. You can acquire ink, grimoires, and script throughout numerous methods in the world. Keep an eye open for hints as you continue to explore the Solarium. Would you like to go to skill menu and assign your newly assigned skill? I guess. Doesn't seem like it does that much damage. Out of target, so one target. I don't know. It seems kind of slightly weak. But we'll give it a whirl. Maybe it's okay.
Thank you for following.
I'll try instead of Scalding Rune to see how it feels. Wait, Soul, what's this button? Oh, you can change the color. That's right. They added another system where you can change the color of skills now. Like Soul Trap and stuff. Thank you for the follow, Animan and Jordy.
The
Thank you for the
altar is
rose.
quiet, and for the first time in centuries, Scribing has returned to Tamriel. It's clear Ulfsil did not send you, but I believe she would be quite proud of you just the same.
Ulfsil didn't send us. Who is she?
Archmage Ulfsild the Evergreen? Warrior Witch of Kyne's Aegis? Clever woman of the Druidoc? The Pale's priestess of Juno? She created the Solarium and perfected the art of scribing.
You can keep listing names. I'm not going to know who they are, man. You can keep going. I'm still not going to know who this person is. And that's what I just did, scribing, shaping magic?
Like a ray of sunlight from Magnus himself. Yes, scribing is an art developed by Archmage Ulfsild in collaboration with powerful beings. Spirits, if you like. They are called the luminaries of magic. And you, adventurer, are going to seek them out.
The animated movie, JG? I don't know what you mean. That's a cartoon. Why would I do that?
To inherit Ulfsild's legacy. To make your mark on spellcraft itself. The luminaries wait beyond these beautiful sealed doors. If you're willing, I will guide you on the path of scribing. I will take you under my wing.
Is there a monthly fee for this game? No. But you can... There is an optional one that gives you like an infinite crafting bag and some other perks, but it's not necessary. You can just buy the base game and play it forever if you want. And I can scribe more grimoires? Shape new skills?
There is a world of magic beyond your mortal ken, adventurer. With the luminaries at your side, there is nothing you cannot accomplish.
Yeah,
Speak to your knight. Consider my offer.
So, the game has a bunch of expansion packs, and then also a bunch of DLCs, and then the latest expansion. The subscription will give you access to everything except the latest expansion, if you want it. So that, or you can buy everything individually if you want as well, and own it forever. So it's either buy it once and play it forever, or you can get the optional subscription fee and play it if you want that way. So it's whichever is better for you. I'll talk to Nalia.
There is much to be done, but it will be good to flex my feathers again.
Goodbye. I want to learn more scribing stuff. That seems cool.
I've been a knight in the Order for years, Traveler, and I've never heard of anything like this. A lost art of shaping magic, an ancient library, and these luminaries. This is incredible.
The crow seems to think I can learn more about scribing from the luminaries. Yeah, if you... So the way it works is if you buy the latest expansion, they always have a bundle where it includes all the previous expansions as well. Those don't include the DLCs, which are smaller chunks of content, but you get all the big chunks of content. I think it's like $60 or $70. You get everything that came out already. So if you're new to the game, it's worth it to buy it's like $10 more, and you get the base game and then all the other previous expansions too. Crows seem to think I can learn more about scribing from the luminaries.
Hopefully you'll learn exactly what a luminary is while you're at it. I'm lucky you were here, Traveler. My magic is so specialized. With that altar, who knows what else you'll learn to do? What sort of spells and skills you'll create?
What do we do next?
Well, I need to report in. Tell the head of my order what's happened and get guidance from the Archmagister. If you're asking my advice, why not stay here? Talk more with the crow and see if you can start to walk this path she mentioned.
Turned out to be quite the patrol, Nalia.
A patrol to last a lifetime. I brought you in to help with an unstable portal, and look at everything we've done. Explored an ancient library, met a talking crow, and apparently revived an ancient form of magic. Can't wait to see what happens next.
Done.
I have no idea how I'm going to explain this to the head of my order. This will be a long and entertaining conversation. In the meantime, you have a feathered scholar to speak with.
I do. What are you hoping to get from the Mages Guild?
You passed some of my trusted associates when we entered Sunamir. I want them tasked to investigate and catalog what we find. In the meantime, you're our resident expert on scribing. You need to learn everything you can.
1 second, ma'am. Need to adjust the audio a little bit. voices are a little bit loud. Music's a little bit low. Turn down just a smidge.
You passed some of my trust. You couldn't be more right. What are the luminaries? How do they relate to this lost art of scribing? We have more questions than answers. Luckily, we also have you. Give the crow my regards, traveler.
I don't think they'll ever do like a complete overhaul of combat. They have been doing some things here and there, but I don't know if they have the team or the budget to do like a whole rework, because it would require a massive amount of work to rework all bosses, all enemies, all dungeons. Like if you completely change how combat works, you'll have to go back and adjust everything to like fit the new system. So I don't know if they ever will. It'd probably be too much work. It'd be the whole game. So like we'll more likely see at some point maybe Elder Scrolls Online 2 at some point in the distant future, before we ever see like a whole rework of the whole game. It'd be too much money, too expensive. Probably won't ever happen. But, you know, if they ever plan on doing a sequel, which they probably won't. I think their current system right now is keep adding new quests, new stuff, and just keep the game going as it is with some changes here and there once in a while. I don't think they have a massive crew or massive plans to, like, keep heavily investing into the game. I think we're kind of more in the not quite maintenance mode, but a little bit above maintenance, where we're kind of like just churning along, getting some new content once a year kind of stuff. I don't think we're going to get like any sort of major stuff anytime soon. I'll go speak with the crow. Good luck, Nalia.
I'm a touch nervous to bring this to the Votary Commander and Archmage Galarian. This is going to come as quite a surprise. And those two hate surprises. I'll be fine. Probably.
Yeah, the Elder Scrolls Online has been in a pretty good place for a while, though. They got, like, not the biggest community in the world, but they got a nice-sized community. Every zone I go into, there's always tons of players there. So there's people playing it all the time. They got a good player base, enough to, like, keep the game going, keep adding content. There are some things about the game that people don't like, and they probably won't ever convince them. But for people that like Elder Scrolls, just like playing it as like a single-player game, which I think most people in this game play this like they would a regular single-player Elder Scrolls game, where you play it, you do all the story quests, you collect the recipes, you just do some battles once in a while, do mostly solo content. Maybe you'll dabble in a dungeon once in a while, but you just sort of, you know, play at your own pace. Play very casually. Don't worry about metas or DPS. You just, like, have fun.
I'm glad you've chosen to stay, Interloper. The path to master scribing is not an easy one, but its rewards are innumerable. Your knight appears to be leaving. Did I ruffle her feathers with my cause?
Well, yeah, like, there's gonna be people that are, like, super high CP level, but people get more powerful after level 1 CP 160, but not that much more powerful. Like, the power level going from 50 to CP 160 is much bigger than going from CP 160 to CP 3000. Like, it's most of those perks are like little bonuses, small tweaks, but nothing huge. So it's like there is power, but not that much power. So you'll be fine. Getting to 160 CP is pretty fast. Like a good month of playing. Once you hit 50, you'll get there. She's going to report into the Mages Guild and request some assistance here.
A guild of mages? Fascinating. But a topic for another conversation. Let's stay focused. Ulfsild prepared for the day that someone would follow in her footsteps. She left behind resources, notes, and information for her eventual inheritor.
Yeah, the CP rework a few years ago was not very popular because you used to be able to get everything, and people like getting everything. Now you got to choose things, and it's like, oh, I want all the things, not some of the things, sometimes. And you want me to be this inheritor?
What I want is immaterial. The luminaries will dictate your future as a scriber of grimoires, an editor of spells. That said, I am Ulfsild's familiar. I can guide your early steps, get you flying in the right direction. Where you perch is up to you.
Where do I start?
Ulfsild left a number of echoes, instructional illusions, scattered throughout the library. Their aim is to guide you through the process of contacting the luminaries, making allies of them once again. There's one just behind you. See for yourself.
Yeah, the quests are really good in this game. There's lots of good quests. I'll see what Ulfsid has to say
The
then.
echo at the base of the altar is just one of many. Much of the Solarium's knowledge has been lost to time. But if Magnus wills it, Ulfsild's preparations should be enough to see us through.
Goodbye.
Fly back to me when you have followed Ulfsild's instructions.
I will. Hello. Fancy.
If you are seeing this, the crow has set you on the path to learn
The crow.
art of scribing. A world of magic awaits you. I've left behind another sort of guide, the True Sight Lens. Seek it out in the East Wing. The lens and the fables are signposts to seek the luminaries, and they will teach you far more than I ever could.
Let me... Solarium. So we can actually go in here now? No, not here. The room beside it. I never played much Guild Wars 2. I played a little bit, but not too much. That game has really... I remember having really good PvP because you just, like, make a PvP character without having to level it up. Just make one and get a bunch of good gear, just go on and start PvPing. True Sight Lens.
I made this lens so you might see the world as I do. The very warp and weft of magic laid out before me. A look through the lens will allow you to see impressions left behind by the luminaries. Follow these signposts, and you will find their domains.
We haven't gotten to the main story. We're just doing Scribing right now. Yeah, they decided last year that they're going to stop making... They were doing a thing where they were doing big expansion June, smaller expansion in like September, November, every year. They just kept cycling, but they decided to stop the second one and focus on just one expansion a year and then make the stories connect with each other directly. So it's definitely a change of pace with
Good. You found
how
the
they're doing
lens.
the game now.
It will be your most important tool in tracing a path to the luminaries. Merely holding the lens will attune you to the flow of magic. You will begin to see focal points, impressions left behind by these mystical beings.
How do I use these focal points?
It's quite simple. Stand in one and peer through the lens. Hidden magics in many forms will be revealed to you. Doors, glyphs, even secrets layered within tomes. But here, enough talk. Let's begin.
Where do I start?
Gather your feathers about you. Nearby, you will see a
My
focal
what?
point and the Fable of the Indrik. Read the book, then step into the focal point. Peer through the lens, and you'll see the tome in an all-new light.
I'll give it a try.
Ulfsild's secrets are all around us. You need only know where to look. Read the Fable of the Indrik, then use the lens and re-examine the tome. You'll see what I mean.
Okay, there's the book. Fable of the Indrik. A hunter traveled through green waters at the break of dawn, seeking a worthy quarry. He came across the lady. Stone still with skirts pooled around her, something huddled behind her. A creature of hooves and feathers and bones of the earth. It barked and gave chase when he got too close. He chased it through mud and brush and down into the earth by amber lights of Calandria and gleaming halls of moon-gray stone. The long-legged creature shed its even longer shadow, leaving it to do battle with the hunter. The two met again among the ruins of an isle brought low from the weight of once mighty tower. All that remained was a well of starlight at its center. The creature did not run, but considered the hunter as he approached. "Why did you chase me?" asked the creature. "I sought a worthy quarry," answered the hunter. "I was feeble and new to this world," said the creature, "small and weak. I would lose my sharpness in waiting for you to grow. You had sense enough to run," said the hunter. But use what use would that gift would be if none ever chased you? Drink of this well with me. We were both made stronger by your pursuit. The two bent the heads and drank at their well of starlight. Gingerly, they raised their heads again and ran, dashing over the river, splashing through the lady's skirts, stopping in high overlook, jutting out to the sea. What a difference it made, thought the hunter as he stepped in the creature's glade, keeping stride another rather than following in their wake.
Now enter the focal point and peer through the lens. You will see what was unseen in the fable.
Okay. Read the annotated. Oh. A hunter traveled through green waters the break of dawn, seek a worthy quarry. We're in Tamriel for certain. Greenwater Cove, dawnbreak must be Arduin. He came across the lady, stone still with skirts, among a stone, another one on the island of small. Across the beast must be Indrik, moon gray. Buried him on the east coast, no tower, but there is ancient well power there. Told my map. This must not have been island when the fable was written. Now it's home to a lighthouse in the southwest. Hope the door is still there.
Excellent. Ulfsild's annotations will tell you where you need to go.
So I guess they,
You've seen the hidden annotations then, and you know where you are going?
Yes. Looks like Ulfred's notes led to Oradon.
You should be able to follow those annotations in sequence, leading you from location to location. Just like the hunter in the fable, you seek the Indrik now. Let Ulfsild be your guide.
Is there anything else I need to know?
As this is your first time, I will accompany you into the field. Not everything you need to know is on the page. I will teach you how to break the luminary wards and retrieve key fragments to enter the Indrik's domain.
I'll see you in Oradon then.
I'll meet you at the Lady's Standing Stone in Oradon. How nice it'll be to really stretch my wings again.
So they put the scribing stuff in the old zones. So Oradon is a base game zone. Lady, the lover. We need the lady. There it is, the lady. We shall recall into the base game zone. Love Gilroy's to art style when he played it. Such beautifully painted. Yes. All right, let's see now what the process we have to go through to get new scribing stuff. Now, with this game, there's definitely a big quality difference from the base game zones and then the expansion zones. The expansion zones got a lot more love, and they figured out what the game was. The base game zones are kind of MMO-y, whereas the later zones are DLC zones are more special. They kind of figured out what the game would be at that point. Talk to the crow.
Here we are, where the fabled chase began.
Hello.
Ah, what a flight. I almost didn't want to land. But, to business. The luminaries are beings of great power. Each has a domain they have shaped to their choosing. Each domain has a door, and each door, of course, has a key.
Thank you, Drakduck, for that resub. It says Dan Arrive. Let's put some Dan Arrive in chat. Also, Bitey with the 23-month resub. It says Dan Pride. Let's put some Dan Pride in chat for Bitey. Wish they revamped the old zones. If they did that, they would have to not make an expansion or two to like go through all those old zones. So it'll probably never happen. Where can I find this key?
As I said in the library, let the fable be your guide. We are here at the Lady, the first annotated location in the fable. Just as you did back at the Solarium, peer through the true sight lens within a focal point.
What am I looking for?
Magic wards left behind by the Indrik. A trio of these wards hide a fragment of his key. Once revealed, these wards can be dispelled from a distance. Clear them all, and the key fragment will be revealed. Don't worry, I'll help you find it.
Only a fragment of the key?
If the luminaries share one trait, it's a love of a challenge overcome. Yes, you'll need to gather 3 key fragments to open the Indrik's door. Let's begin. And remember, if you lose your sight, there will always be more focal points at hand.
Alright, I'll use the lens to find it. Indrik's wards.
Peer through the lens, reveal the wards, and claim the key fragment. This may seem a small step, but an incredible path waits before you.
Goodbye. Yeah, we'll be watching the OTK conference in about 2 hours-ish. They'll be announcing some games and stuff. It's done by the people on Twitch that are in the OTK. Dispel the first set of wards. Oh, over here.
The lens shows you magic the way Wolfsild saw it. Shades of how the luminaries see it. Now, find the wards.
And then click. Do I click on them? Oh, yeah.
Find 2 more wards to reveal the fragment.
Let's go. Yeah, I hope they have a few good things. You know, a lot of their humor is not my kind of humor, but we'll see what games they're announcing at least. Right there.
Your vision has faded once more. Find another focal point. Peer through the lens and break the wards to find the key fragment.
Over there. Okay. Okay, looks like the other one is over there.
The wards are gone, and the fragment revealed.
Okay, a little bit higher. And a little lower. Okay, so now that, what did that reveal for us? First key fragment, probably. Oh yeah, right here. There we go. That took a long time.
The fragment is yours. Well done.
Very MMO styled, makes it take a while.
You've taken to this well. Your early steps to master scribing. But from here I must take my leave. Return to the Solarium. Wolfsild, I believe, wanted her inheritor to walk this path alone.
I love this game on a noob level, and it's great to see you play it and hear you talk about it. I'm learning. This game is one of the most friendly MMOs to your time. You can put in lots of time or not much time, and you won't be that much different power-wise from other people. Sure, you might not have the fanciest furniture in your house or all the recipes, but your power level, it's easy to like get good gear in this game because there's so much you can craft in the world, and people are very nice and they'll craft for you if you just give them materials, which are not super hard to get. So it's a very, very nice one. But if you want to invest a lot of time, there is a lot of time you can put into it. I need to find the 2 fragments, right?
Just as you did here, use the Fable to find your way. Dispel the wards, and with key in hand, you should be able to open the door and meet the luminary Indrik face to face.
You're the first in ages to cover these secrets. Well, you and these 30 other guys. Yeah, that's MMOs in general for you. Every player is the chosen one, you know. Not everyone is the chosen one. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. What then?
He will likely ask you to prove yourself worthy of his power. I have a good feeling about you, interloper. Altar breaker. I have faith you can do it. Magnus guide you on your journey. and I'll see you back at the Solarium.
See you there.
Just remember, you can always reference the Fable of the Indrik from your bag. Ulfsild's annotations will guide you on your journey. Find the wards, obtain the fragments, and soon you shall meet your first luminary of magic.
All right. So the next part was quest items. Burnium on the East Coast. No tower of ancient well of power there. Burnium on the East Coast. Burnium Isle over here. So we need to go there. Closest path is probably here. We'll run from here. Yeah, when you play an online game and there's one chosen one, you and everyone else are the chosen one. It's just the way it works. Sorry if I spoiled that for you. Oh, chest. I'll take that. Perfect. Let me lower the sound effects a little bit. A little loud. Also interface. Yeah, it's like, wow, like seeing 40 people running around with an Ashbringer. It's like, wait a minute. Are they 3D printing these? What's going on? There's supposed to be one. I know. Really, if everyone's the chosen one, then no one's the chosen one because you're just you're one of everyone else now. I don't know if MMOs will ever get back to what they were with WoW, Wrath of the Lich King. I just don't think that will happen again. I think it was just a perfect storm of the internet being new, Warcraft being recognizable, people not knowing what multiplayer was, and there not being too many competing games at that point on PC. So I think it was just like a perfect storm. And I don't know if they'll ever, like, get to that point again. Okay, I'm at a well. Let me double check this thing. Greenwater Cove must be Ordon. Munda Stone. Ruins of Ondil. Oh, Ruins of Ondil. Went to the wrong place first. What is Ruins of Ondil? Tanzuil. Esduin. Uzildium. Torian. Tanzuil. Death, Soulfire. South Beacon. The delve above the Way Shrine. Oh, it's a delve. Oh, it has a thing there. Oops. Ondil, okay. It literally is like, there's a quest marker there. Didn't see it. Thank you for the help. Alright, let's go over here. Alright, going in. You have the same problem? Okay, good. It makes me feel better when chat does the same thing. ancient Aeliad ruins.
Excellent. The wards are nearby. Seek the key fragment. Walk the path.
Sir? Oh, maybe it was the wrong one. I'll have to be out of combat. Okay. There it goes. The dreaded in-combat bug. Okay, one down. Now let's do this one. That's 2. And then the other focal point's over here. Let's get these guys down. Oh, we haven't used our soul ability yet. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, not that impressive. Do they level up? No, they don't level up. That's just the way it is. I'm not sure how I feel about the scribe abilities yet. I'll have to, like, see more of it. And there's the next fragment. Perfect. Okay, the third one is over there where we were earlier. What is our class? We are an Arcanist. We're stamina focused. Stamina DPS Arcanist. So people usually call it Stam Arc or Stam Arcanist. You need to do all 5 wings. Oh, wow. That's a doozy. Here we go with ESO talk. It's a wormhole. Yeah, it's good. They're good at knowing that you have the ESO bug, and then they're like, aha! Gotcha. Now you want to play again. You will have fun, and you will like it.
Gather your feathers about you. The last fragment is within those ruins.
I would love an RPG where crafting itself is a profession and you can, like, use your crafting skills in battle some way. It'd be fun. This game is not made by the people that make the single-player games. This is made by ZeniMax Online. The Elder Scrolls games are made by Todd Howard's team, which is Bethesda Game Studios. So, completely different team. Todd has almost no... Tom has almost no effect on the game. They just confer with him for lore stuff. That's about it. Not watching an indie showcase. What an indie showcase. I didn't see anything else scheduled for today. Reveal the Indrik's door. Somewhere over here. Indie showcase just on. What showcase? I did not know there was one. There's like a billion events, and some of them must not be as well known as others. Basically, the way they did an interview with Elder Scrolls Online and Todd Howard about the game, and they explained how it worked, where the second era, when they started making this game, had...
You've flown true. The luminary Indrik's door is close. Find the path to the top, and take the next step on your journey.
The second era had almost nothing written about it. So they had a giant clean slate to make whatever bosses, whatever lore, whatever quests they wanted to, because it's so far into the past that almost everything could be decayed or gone or destroyed. So they have this giant chunk of time to play around with. Is this VIB chat for DansGaming? Yes, this is. The TikTok chat's always very comfy compared to the other ones, which are usually more people. Where is this door? Best Indie Game Summer Showcase. Yeah, I've never heard of that one. They gotta advertise that shit. I want people to watch it. Let's see. Best Indie Game Summer Showcase. Yeah, I did not know about that one at all. We'll have to watch it later. Yeah, that one wasn't on anyone's schedules. I'll have to rewatch it later. Is ESO new player friendly? Oh god, yes. Very, very, very new player friendly. And the community is 90% helpful, where they will help you, even on a dungeon, teach you how to play. So if you are having issues or you don't know what you're doing, they will help you. They're usually very nice. Every MMO occasionally run an ASAP, but not very often. Usually they run veteran dungeons and PvP. No. So as long as you're not running into a hard content without knowing anything, you'll usually be fine. Hi. I would like to learn about scribing, sir.
It has been many long years since a mortal entered my domain. And now here you are, following in Ulfsild's footsteps. Welcome to my domain, adventurer, bearer of my fable. I sense the power of the Solarium within you. Your ink-stained hands have touched the altar's magic. I sensed too when Ulfsild's essence faded from this realm. After all these years, do you hope to be her inheritor?
I might be. I'm still new to this.
I sense potential. You hunger for power, much as Ulfsild did when she sought me out all those years ago. I will ask you the same question I asked her. Do you deserve this power? The power to edit grimoires, to rewrite magic?
I'm not sure.
An honest answer, and wise. I offer the power to maim or mend, to blast with flame or freeze with ice. Such a gift is not taken lightly. But first, my door must open once again. Place the fable you carry with you upon the dais.
How will that open your door?
A story is never just a story. It has the power to change from within and without. The fable of the Indrik acts as a symbolic connection, a commitment from me to you. Place the book and open the path.
I'll place the fable on the dais then. So it sounds like this will unlock some of the new scribing stuff.
It's good to taste the ink of the Solarium upon the air again. Power can mean many things. Its meaning may change with each new day, each turn of the season. Ulfsild learned this hard lesson when the Solarium slipped away. If I am to teach you as I taught her, I must learn what power means to you.
How do you want to do that?
A scroll nearby details a series of challenges, expressions of power, both subtle and not. Choose two to complete, that I might know what power means to you.
Does it matter which task I complete?
You do not know me yet, but I am no taskmaster. Power expressed against one's will is no power at all. Attempt only the challenges that appeal to you. When you are done, return, and we will take your next step together.
I'll return when the challenges are done.
Rest easy. I would not set you to task without cause. There is method to my mindset. In the meantime, you have many questions. Mortals always do.
I will, I'll do your questions in a minute, but let me see what your challenges are. Challenge of the Anchor. Vile Daedric creations fall from the skies, scourge their presence from the land known as Orion. Teamwork. Face off against champions seeking glory. Strength. Vile beings of severe strength wait your challenge in delves of Oridon. Slay them. Prove you're stronger. Challenge of cleansing. Unliving rise and soul the purity of the land of Oridon. Use your strength to send the dead back to their domain. So, either kill undead, do a dungeon, or in Oridon. Alright, I'll go back there and do that then. I guess I'll run into a delve and do that real fast. Should be pretty fast. Defeat a dead boss. Yes, we shall go over there. Yeah, demigods love books and scrolls and knowledge and talking cryptically. Do you know how... Think of how many movies and books and stuff that the tension would be gone if someone would take literally about 10 seconds to explain something. Instead of, no time to explain, we must go. Without explaining stuff. Like, most of the time they could just take a few seconds to give a rough outline and we would know everything. But no, they just gotta like, no, we must not. Like, give me something. Like Destiny, yeah, Destiny, like all kinds of games and movies and stuff. Like, if they would just take a couple of seconds to give me a brief, rough outline, they could save me so much time and trouble. But no. So I gotta go take out a delve boss for one of the challenges. But unfortunately, it looks like everyone along this path is already dead, so it means someone's probably here taking out the boss already. Destiny was the worst about that? I know, like, just like, it's like, just tell me! Come on! Just give me, like, anything. I got this game and the expansions a while ago, so I haven't played it. It's really fun. It's just, I think most people that don't play this game regularly or play it sometimes would all agree that the combat isn't the best. But there are a lot of people that do enjoy the combat and play it all the time, so it's not for me to say it's bad for them, but for me, it's like the combat could be a lot better than what it is. It's very clunky. Scary news? Uh-oh. Let me see. Let's see. Twitch support. We're updating sub and gift prices on the web in over 30 countries, including Canada, Europe, New Zealand, and the U.S. You could bring your patch notes. We're notifying streamer subscribers in these regions via email. What? Oh, God. We're updating sub and gift prices on web. Uh-oh. That sounds scary. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of vague. We're updating prices. Like,
Who's
how much?
There? I was just getting to the good part.
All right, that's one challenge down. Fights in this game are a lot of moving around. This game does not want you to stand still, like, ever. They want you to be constantly moving, dancing, clicking. They want you always to. They want you to always to run around and not stop moving. It's very, just like one of the philosophies of the game designers. They want you to always be moving. What was the other trial? Paths of Chaos. No, Solarium. Wings of Indrik. What was the other one? There was something about undead, and then I can't remember. Something about undead, and there's something else. Oh, the chain thing. Okay, I do one of those. Okay, over there. Quick. Players are really fast about these, so I need to hurry. Thank you for subscribing, Discover family. Appreciate that. Grab that one.
The battle mage has the
blood
ammo,
pumping, right?
but you have true power. Fight for me.
No.
Your strength will be rewarded one day.
And my reward is some gear. Alright, quest complete. I need to not use so much of my money. Thank you for the Dan Love, Discover family. I know, look at all the chosen ones. The chosen one in this one is called the Vestige. I hate that name. I hate it. But that is the name in this one, is you're the Vestige. They explain it, but it's a name that's like Vestige. I'm the Vestige now. The little imp pet is one of the, I think it's the event pet right now. You can still get this. Basically, the way it works on Steam is you launch the game and it launches the launcher. Then you launch the game from the launcher. Oh, wrong one. Into the room. The Anniversary Jubilee was really fun. A man is sitting on a train, chewing gum in silence. After a while, an elderly lady leans forward from the opposite and says, "Sir, it's very kind of you to tell me so much, but unfortunately, I'm deaf."
Well done, mortal. You have risen to the challenge. One task remains. If I am to lend you my strength, you must lend me yours. Power for power. A wrong righted, and another step on the path.
What wrong do you want righted?
My own. One day, as I enjoyed the sun upon my pelt, I beheld a hunter tracking an Indrik and her fawn. The hunter moved in to claim their prize, and the hind perished. The fawn leapt for freedom, and the hunter gave chase.
Is attack weaving still a thing in ESO? Yes, but it's been nerfed, so it's less of a huge difference. But it still is in the game. What did you do?
I stepped in. I imbued the fawn with a wisp of my power, but in acting with haste, I acted unwisely. My power protected the fawn, true enough, but it gathered the hunter in its wake. Now predator and prey are trapped in a chase unending.
Saving the fawn was a mistake?
I granted my power to a being that did not ask for it, and did not know how to use it. The height of arrogance. A vice I have been accused of on occasion. Use the lens, find their trail, and release these poor souls from my power without focus.
Where should I start?
Seek the fawn and the hunter in a southern Auridon cavern. Del's Claim, I believe it is called today. Restore this ill-used power, and I will lend my strength to yours. A signpost on your path to master scribing.
Where are we?
My pocket domain, shaped and hewn into being in the same way I chose my form. I find it a pleasant respite from the larger world. Other luminary domains may have been formed with different goals.
Little pocket dimension. I want a pocket dimension. It's not fair. The expansion ain't good. We haven't even touched the main quest yet. We've just been doing the new scribing quest line to unlock scribing stuff. But, like, this has been super detailed already. Been impressed by, like, how much quest has just been unlocking scribing so far. It seems like it's going to be a lot. Like, this is only the first of 5 chambers. It's going to take a long time to unlock all of scribing. Scribing itself, I don't know how it's going to be long term, like, or if the abilities will be even something that, like, or if scribing will even be like something that people use in like hard content. It seemed like the damage numbers aren't very high on a lot of the abilities, so I don't know if people actually will want to, since you have so few slots for abilities, I don't know if they're going to be good enough for damage dealers to want to use them, but maybe there'll be something. I don't know. Healing and tanking, it looks like it's a lot better. Healing and tanks will be probably using them a lot more than DPS will. Especially the tanks can do some like AoEs, cool AoE stuff now. Healer's Tale. Track the fawn. Excuse me, sir. Sorry, I'm following this ghost. Don't attack me. I don't know if I should get ESO. As I punched it at the beginning, but no DLC. Well, if you have it, you can just go ahead and jump in and play the base game. and like do the base game story still. The game is really fun to play like you would a single player game. We just like go through and do the quests and stuff. I see a bright light. Using some scribing skills for healing, it's so good. I imagine the healing and tanking stuff was going to be used a lot by healers and tanks. Yeah, I don't know if the DPS abilities give certain buffs, maybe, if the class is missing a buff. You play as the first person? Yes. But I don't recommend playing hard content in this mode because it is hard to see stuff at your feet. You need to see your feet a lot to know when to move. But you can play like this if you want. Going in here. Yeah, it's done really well. It's pretty much like playing Skyrim, just with a different combat system. Those look amazing in first person. Yeah, you can tell they designed the animations around first person. Once again, we're going to get a graphical overhaul. It's had a few already. It's been out for 10 years. They've done some tweaks and updates. Like it has ray trace lighting and stuff now. But there's only so much they can do. Because the engine is older. And they'd have to like rebuild some of the engine. But for being as old as it still looks pretty good. Textures could definitely use some 4K. They could use some 4K textures and stuff. And some... I think some color tweaks to make things a little better.
Come now, little Fawn. You cannot run forever.
NVIDIA has a filter you can use to like sharpen the textures and also increase the colors because the colors are kind of washed out in the game. In a lot of areas, you can improve that with a filter. Where did he go? Oh, that's Dev. With the release of Starfield, Todd's team started work on Elder Scrolls 6. So that game is now being developed. You get annoyed by the footsteps? You can turn them off if you don't like them.
No quarry can escape me. Hounds after it.
So, apparently the announcement like 6 years ago with Elder Scrolls 6 was like what they were basically telling players, we haven't forgotten about this game. We're gonna make it, but just not right now. But it didn't come across that way. It came across as like, oh my god, we're teasing it.
Challenge, little Fawn. Another trophy for my collection.
Just as I said, my power overwhelms the Fawn. A ward of that power now binds it. Dispel the ward.
Okay. Dispelling. Hold on, never mind.
Her
It's fine.
scene take my soul.
You are free, little one. Free to... What? Ah, of course. You may return with us if you wish. I will see both of you in my domain then. I will grant my promised power to the one that sought it, and offer safe harbor to the one that did not.
Okay, I think we just finally unlocked some new scribing options. Hopefully. Thank you, Michael, for that follow on the TikTok stream. Hello.
The Fawn is safe. My strength returned. And you have had a moment, I hope, to reflect on power and its wise application.
What happens now? Thank you
Now,
for following.
as with Ulfsil before you, I offer you the Sigil of the Indrik. You will take it to the altar and imbue my strength within. The power I pass to you will infuse every drop of ink, every sheet of parchment, each whorl and dot upon the page.
What does that mean but for my scribing?
Until now, your mastery of the art was limited. With my support, your horizon expands. So too, the vision of your allies. I will ensure their efforts to explore and chronicle the contents of the Solarium meet with success.
Nalia's returned from the Mages Guild?
Your knight has returned, with allies at her side. But that can wait. Mortal, fable bearer, friend, accept my gift to you. The power of a luminary of magic.
I accept this gift, Indrik.
You have completed my trials. You have shown wisdom in the use of your power. Take my sigil. Join its essence with the altar. And let the ink flow once again.
Thank you.
My power is yours to wield, mortal. Merely take the sigil and bring it to the altar. It will remember what to do.
One second. I will take this sigil, and we will go to the altar. So now we should be able to create more abilities. I am curious to play around with more of the scribing stuff. But on a new character, this is probably going to be really good to make your own abilities.
You don't see that every day. Nalia's going to want to hear about this.
Good to see you again. You'll find her over in the East Wing with our newest arrival.
Oh, hi. I'm going to see what unlocked here. Oh, it didn't unlock yet. Not yet. Let's go talk to them. That guy was Dear Lord, yes. Thank you, Something Sizzle, Civil, for the follow on TikTok
There
as well.
you are. I wanted to introduce you. This is Chronicler Ferrandil.
Good to meet you. Nalia and I have been touring the library and have already found, well, some terribly surprising things.
Ferrandil is a chronicler, one of the best the guild has to offer. You two talk a moment, and then we can discuss what comes next.
Hi.
Chronicler Ferrandil, at your service. Chronicler of tomes, scrolls, scripts, and otherworldly delights. I'm glad that I was able to make the trip. I think you'll find my skills quite valuable on this most unexpected expedition.
They haven't quite added spellcrafting yet, but scribing is about as close as we're probably ever going to get. So the way scribing works is they give you blank abilities, and then you get to choose 3 things for those abilities. You can choose what it does: fire damage, lightning damage, healing, taunting, and then a secondary effect, which is like heal over time, damage over time, etc. Curse. And then you get to choose a buff for yourself or a debuff for the enemy. So you get to choose get to customize your abilities a little bit. Not quite full spell crafting, but it's close. What is your role here?
I've been tasked with facilitating this lost art form you've rediscovered. Scribing. How novel. As I understand it, you will be contacting and convincing these luminary creatures, empowering the altar and all that.
How will you facilitate scribing?
I'll scour the complex for grimoires and scripts. I've already found quite a few, aided, perhaps, by that... what's his name? Indrik chap. I've never been led by a fawn to a trove of ancient secrets before, but it was an exciting experience.
Thanks, Chronicler.
Don't worry, I will do my very, very best to ensure I have what you're looking for. I take my role as chronicler for this expedition quite seriously.
Goodbye.
It's good to be back. I know it took some time to get us all down here. Apologies. Archmage Galarian and the Votary Commander needed significant convincing to turn this into a full-fledged expedition. How did it go with the crow?
I want her armor. That looks cool. Thank you, Panda Blade, for that 66-month resale. I'm my first luminary, the Indrik. Let me his strength to the altar.
You just continue to impress again and again. With the luminary strength added to the altar, who knows what you'll be able to accomplish? As you might imagine, guild leadership is very interested in the art of scribing.
Yeah, unlocking the scribing system has been a very long series of quests already. Does that mean you'll be staying here in the Solarium?
For the duration. You have more luminaries to find. This complex needs to be explored, and the secrets of scribing are just waiting to be teased from the past. What about you, friend? This expedition would be nothing without you.
I'm committed, Nalia. Let's get to it.
Magnus be praised.
Ooh.
We've secured supplies for a full-fledged expedition. You've allied with your first luminary, and the altar surges with new power. Not bad for a day's work.
So we get healing script, heal over time, physical spell resistance, off balance, ink, and sigil. Cool.
What happens next is up to you, be it griffin, netch, or dragon. We've gathered the fables in the main hall. If you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm gonna go try to unlock more stuff. So this is the scribing system. See, I have this ability. The ability does something set, and like you get to choose what it does. Like it launches a concentrated blast of soul magic at a target. So I can choose that, and then now I can choose. I can put things on it. Like for this ability, though, I can only do certain things on it. I can't quite do everything. I'll have to find some of these, but. So you get options depending on what your ability is. So you'll have options to like customize the ability to be what you want it to be. There's not a ton of options yet. I hope they do add more over time. But this is like a start. I'm sure every update will probably add more things for scribing. More scribing quests, add more stuff, maybe tweaks to scribing, maybe ways to make it better, make it... Nabal of the Netch. Fetch. Started Wing of the Netch.
I see you found whatever this is. It's not the Fable of the Netch, as I recall it.
It's like reversed.
I am occasionally fond of the Netch's levity. However, if you are short on patience for playful antics, you may find this a difficult trial. Worth it, I think, on your path to master scribing.
Why is this book called Nabal of the Fetch?
A prank, no doubt. The Netch is known for pranks and tricks. It enjoys wandering invisibly, causing mischief and spreading what it considers to be joy. The Netch almost certainly traded out the Solarium's fable for one of its authorship.
How should I find the real Fable?
I think it likely the Netch will reveal some sign to you. It delights in showing off its cleverness. Nalia and I discovered an echo in the West Wing that should relate to the Netch. I'm sure whatever you learn there will be most instructive.
This voice actress sounds very familiar. I can't quite place it. Kingdom Come Deliverance? Yeah, that one's a really good one, Jack. I enjoy that one a lot.
I hope nothing else has been tampered with.
Thank you for following.
There's already so much wrong in the Solarium. So much that didn't stand the test of time.
Yeah, we'll be playing more Fable. We'll be doing more of that tomorrow. Activate Echo of the Netch. Is that a squirrel?
What in Ifri's name? Is that a squirrel?
Yeah?
Hey there! I thought you could use some help tracking down the Fable. It seems like this Netch has a very distinct sense of humor. I'm willing to play along for now, if you are.
How should we play along?
The Netch is a trickster, but it's also proud of its wit. Getting the upper hand with someone like that is simple. Flatter them. Reminds me of a Covenant knight I once met who tried all night to get my attention. But that's a story for another day.
What class am I playing? We're playing Stamina Arcanist. So you think we should flatter the Netch? How can we do that?
I think we do just as they did in the Fable. Here, allow me. Oh, great and glorious Netch! Your cleverness exceeds us. We beseech your aid in finding your true Fable. Guide us to your Netchy bosom. Make our lofty dreams come true.
Netchy bosom?
I think it worked.
Oh my
Quick,
god.
follow them.
Outer Scrolls 6 demo? They don't do demos for Outer Scrolls. It's too big. It'd be hard to like make that into a demo. Take me to your Netchy bosom. Or whatever.
Oh, good heavens! I say!
What?
Aha! You found it!
Oh, dear God.
The true Fable! Not as good as my version, of course.
Looks like it's in Morrowind. So we need to go to Morrowind. Hi.
Any luck finding the real Fable?
I did. Any sites where those locations are in the Fable?
Let me look. Here, this part about the river settlement. I bet anything that's Balmora. Lovely place. There's a big river running through the middle of town. Sounds like it was even bigger back when the Fable was written.
It's Balmora? I always called it Balmora, so I guess Balmora is the correct pronunciation. Let's go to Balmora. You might recognize this town if you played Morrowind. It's amazing seeing these towns like brought to life with modern graphics with well, 10-year-old graphics at this point, but nice seeing like Balmora but done like bigger and more vibrant, but still like Balmora. Here you are.
Vani can't be happy these days.
You're talking about that slave revolt? Yeah, their shipments have slowed down a lot. I wonder what they'll do now.
Simply find more slaves.
I'm gonna pickpocket this guy. I'm gonna stab him, actually. Murder. I know, some of these takedowns are brutal. Near the north town of Voss, Daedric Prince island nearby, devoted to Valenwood, just southeast of the town. Southeast of Balmora. Southeast. Other way. Ah, the Balmora Bridge. Morrowind was such a great game. There's a Daedric ruin on an island nearby to Demolic, just southeast of the town. Daedric ruin. Is it Zanespilu? Da, 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 da. On an island nearby. Island southeast of the town. So Balmora, southeast island. Yeah, we'll be watching the OTK conference. I don't know. Let me talk to the other companions. They'll probably spell it out to me. Yeah, some of the zones have music from the original games. Like you heard Morrowind's very iconic music there. It's remixed, but it's not. It has the original theme.
Well, more tricks? The real Fable. Of course. I remember it well. Let's see. There was mention of the Zainab, yes? The ruins you seek are called Nechuleft.
Nechuleft.
Be sure not to fall like the Ashlander in the story. The Netch may not see fit to catch you.
Nechuleft.
There are so many. Let's see. Ah! Right at the top here. The Daedric Ruins. I don't know the name, but they're on an island southeast of Voss. If only the place was still full of chickens like the fable says.
Southeast of Voss? Okay.
Something keeps tugging on. Let me see. This bit at the end that mentions Azura's coast. I bet it's referring to Sadrith Mora and Tel Galen. Just plot a course between those two towers, and I bet you'll find the door. That's what you're looking for, right?
Sure. Oh, they gave me notes. Perfect. All right, let's go back. Island of Voss. Oh, it's right here. Perfect. I don't have to remember now. They will mark it for me. Oh, let me see. I'll say Twitch sent out an email. New sub prices. We're updating tier 1 subscriptions and gift prices in the web of 30 countries. In your country, the premium price is $6 per sub. Oh. Okay, so they're Twitch is officially changing the price of subscriptions from $5 to $6. In the US, Canada, and 28 other countries. It'll take place so it'll start taking place when your current subscription renews. So whenever it renews, it's going to renew at the new price. Oof, I'm worried. People are not going to like that. Yeah, the streamer still gets the same cut, so...
Thank you for following.
The streamer will get more money, but so will Twitch. Apparently Twitch is not profitable, so they're trying to make money. That's basically the whole... They're trying things to make more money to try to be profitable. The number must go up. The line must go up. It must go up. Where is the rune? Try this one. Yeah, apparently the line's been red for quite some time. But so they're trying to make more money. Oh, there it is. Okay, up there. And then somewhere over here. Yeah, they announced out of nowhere yesterday that not only are they making a TV show based on like Yakuza Like a Dragon, it's releasing in October on Prime. Just out of nowhere, they're just like, oh, by the way, it's coming out in October. Starting July 11th. Thank you, Doctor. Yeah, so most people's subs right now are going to renew probably by that time, so sometime soon. Take the fragment. All right, second one is in Balmora. Let's go over there. Thank you, Big Chunky, for the follow. I appreciate that. Okay, start the one on the right. This is the wrong way. I worry because right now, a lot of people are not doing well financially. So if you increase the price of something that, like Twitch, which is something easily that they can just get rid of to save some money, they're going to. So I don't know if a lot of people are going to want to pay $6 instead of $5. We'll see. All right, let's go this way. There we go. That's gonna come anyways, 8-bit barbarian. This change might make that change come faster, because when you start changing stuff like that, people don't like it, and it might lead to the end of it quicker. There we go. How'd you get this outfit? This is from doing the Dark Brotherhood questline. Do the whole questline, you get this outfit. You can wear it on any character once you complete it. The Dark Brotherhood questline, it has its own DLC. You can either buy it directly, or if you have the optional subscription, you have access to it as well. So you can either buy it and own it forever, or it's part of your subscription to the game if you want to subscribe to the game. 2 ways to play it. All right, let's see. Oh, New Cleft, whatever it's called, over there. I believe you go there in Morrowind. No, actually, that's a Dwemer ruin, so I don't know. Maybe. My suggestion to you guys is maybe start using YouTube a little bit more, because it seems to me like the currents are all flowing towards YouTube overtaking Twitch at some point. So if I was you, I'd go on to YouTube Live, see how it works, get used to it, because a few years from now you might be using it more. You know, not anytime soon, but sometime. Because I don't know if Twitch is going to be around in 5 years. And if it is, it probably won't be the way it is now. Oh, there is one right there. I went over there. Let's go over here first. Yeah, the quality on YouTube. Now, the chat isn't the best, but it works. It's functional, has emotes and stuff. It's just not as good as Twitch. Now, the video quality on YouTube is night and day better than Twitch. You can stream in 4K. You can stream in 1440p. A lot of people in our chat watch the YouTube stream and then chat on the Twitch chat because the quality is so much better. Better 2CV does work on YouTube chat, yes. And the animated modes and everything. YouTube live streams are much higher bitrate, drastically higher bitrate. So if you're stuttering, turn the quality down. Because some people stream in 4K, some people stream in 1440p, and you can stream. So the max bitrate on Twitch is 6 megabytes. On YouTube, it's something crazy. I think it's like 80. It's nuts. So people can stream at much higher bit rates over there. So some people's internet can't handle that level of power. Yeah, the chat on YouTube's not the best, but the video quality is so much better. Like you're not gonna believe it if you go over to our YouTube channel. I'm streaming on YouTube right now. the same game. You can look at it side by side. Just how much better it looks over there. It's crazy. Okay, but like, what happens when YouTube starts applying the same content algorithms and censorship to live streams? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What is a content? What is content algorithms and censorship? What does that mean? What's censorship? You're not gonna be able to stream porn if that's what you're trying to say. You can't do porn. That's never gonna happen on any platform. Sorry, if that's what you're wanting, it's not gonna happen. I died.
Stay strong. I'm not losing you.
YouTube Live does the exact same algorithms that it does for everything else. It promotes and unpromotes whatever. Uh-oh. Yeah, apparently live streaming is very expensive and no one's quite figured out how to make it profitable yet. Apparently Twitch has been doing very well, but they've been losing money for a long time. Reveal the Netch's door, which is somewhere over there. Yeah, apparently bandwidth prices are nuts. So maybe live streaming is just a little too early, and when we get the next iteration of internet, because internet is always getting better and stronger and faster with less like power required every time. Eventually, maybe streaming will be profitable when the internet requirement isn't as intense on it. Maybe. Because as we get, like, think about how much the internet's improved from, like, 2008 to now. When Justin TV started. It's quite drastic. So as the internet gets stronger and cheaper, maybe it'll be more profitable in the future. It probably isn't just that way now. Wait, what? There's 4 doors. Travel to the wing of the Netch. Wing of the Netch. Wing of the... Which one is it? Okay, this one. The Twitch is working on an overhaul of their codec stuff, but it's not ready yet. It's in beta still.
Drink it in. You found the Netch. I hope I live up to expectations.
You know, I'm gonna write down the word cool for as many times as I think you're worth. I'm gonna give you a 10. 10 to cool.
Behold, my beauty, my splendor. A gift to you, not Ulfsild. You have worked hard to find me. I know why, of course. I always know why. Confirm for me, please. Ulfsild is gone, yes?
How do you have the heart in the corner? I don't know if you can. I don't know if that's removable. Ulswit is gone. I'm following in her footsteps, learn the art of scribing.
She said that might happen. I hoped she was mistaken. She often was. Well, no Ulfsealed, no problem, not Ulfsealed. You have a naturally buoyant spirit, I can tell. This will be an effervescent experience. Let us begin.
Oh, yeah. So at the top of the chat, there's 3 dots. You click on those, and you can turn reactions off. The reactions is the heart thing. All right, where do we start?
Let's open the door to my domain and let some of my beauty, my majesty, into the Solarium. Place the Fable on the dais. Yes, the original Fable. Not the new and enhanced version I wrote.
Hello, Freya.
That one won't work, unfortunately.
I'll place the Fable. All over there. We haven't done any of the main quests of the chapter yet because the scribe quest is taking so long.
You have such a remarkable way of setting books down. Very deliberate.
Why is a Netch teaching you to describe spells? It's Elder Scrolls. Weird, crazy stuff happens all the time.
I'm supposed to test you. But tests are weighty, not good for floating. I prefer games. Easier to win and just as easy to prove how clever you are. Oh, listen to me, droning on like the dragon. Anyway, I have some games for us to play.
What kind of games do you have in mind?
The kind of games that make people feel lighter. Games that show how buoyant life can be. There are many who need the help of my benevolent and loving tendrils.
What kind of help do you have in mind?
Oh, anything to take the weight off the shoulders. Health, or happiness, or even money. Ulfsealed tried to explain money to me. It sounded depressing, but apparently people quite like it. I have a list of helpful games for you to play.
Dan, you got me addicted to disc plates now? Good, Zarhalalik. Just click our link every time before you feed your addiction. We're going to find the list.
You must traverse the land in search of 7 orbs. Only with orbs in hand, when the warrior is high in the night sky, can you wish? I kid. They're right here. Only complete those that make you feel the most buoyant. I'll handle the rest.
I'll read your list
Let
then.
us see what you make of my little games.
All right, let's see what I have to do. The Tinkerer's game. Tinkerer will lose their trade and the next invention is not successful. Raw materials for them by defeating powerful enemies have gotten wasted. Battle rages in the Imperial City. Oh, nope. Traveling group of merchants will rob their belongings, recover them from the mines. Data can be found making lives midway across Wardenfell. Send them back to the realms so goodly folk can sleep at night. Fisher's game. An infection threatens a family of skilled artists. Eating fish, freshly fish caught from the waters around Waterville will provide a cure. Catch fish for a healing feast. West Weald's under attack. Defend the farmers on the region for anything that comes out of the mirrored incursion portals there. 3 games. Games of the Netch. In the Forgotten Waste and what's Forgotten Waste? And those guys, such a Netch. Recover stolen items. Look at that one. Oh yeah, the game showcase is in like 50 minutes for OTK. We'll be watching that in a little bit. Doomsday, thank you for becoming a member on YouTube. Man, you weren't kidding. The video quality really is better on YouTube. It's drastically better. High resolution, better quality, much higher bit rate. It's huge. If you can handle the difference, it's great.
You're looking especially strong lately.
Am I?
Like it.
Thank you. Oh, let me take one of my potions. And fortifying meal. Stolen crate. Whoever stole that is from Yasvir Dirent Mines. Probably butchering those names. Looks like the other one is up there. Okay. Or actually, right there is even closer. YouTube chat's dead most of the time, sadly. Yes, because no one talks. If you want, you just gotta say stuff in the chat for people to talk. If you're doing what everyone else is doing, was waiting for someone else to talk, then no one will ever speak. It's like sitting in a room with people and everyone's just like waiting for someone else to speak. Because everyone's waiting for someone else to speak, no one speaks. We ain't dead. See? If you type, people chat. Yeah, people just lurking. People like to lurk in YouTube chat. Oh. I must do another game. Looks like over this way. Talk to the crow. Oh, wait, no. Talk to the crow. Alright, let me see what other games there are.
I seem to be making a lot of enemies lately.
Daedric can be found living like across Vardenfell. Send them back to their realms so goodly folk can sleep at night. Game of Ash. What does that mean? Is there a specific place to do that? Here we go, one of the demon ruins. The stream is froze for me on TV and PC. This Twitch side is the problem. Sound like it might be, I don't know. Try refreshing everything. Nothing's wrong on my end. Otherwise, everyone would be complaining. Where are the lights around the pictures? You can just get any LED light strips. There's no specific ones. Just any of them will work. It's just basic colored ones. We may be dead inside, but we ain't dead in appearance. Can relate. Can relate.
Adept. Good to see you.
Oh, what's his face? Let me talk to the crow. Let me go chat with the crow. Look at that map zone clear. We've done a lot of it. Yeah, YouTube people like to lurk. It's not surprising because the YouTube chat isn't as good as the others.
The Netch acts in good faith. Some have found its attitude irksome, but I believe its intentions are pure. I hope more come to walk these halls with the passion of the Netch.
Netch asked me to please some favors. Any advice which I should do?
If you decide to head into either the Forgotten Wastes or that other place that I will not attempt to pronounce, be on your guard. The creatures that roam there are more powerful than most. You may do well to bring a companion with you.
How do you claim reward? Oh, for drops, you just go to your, at the top of the page is a drops button, I think. Is there a drops button? I can't remember. Somewhere. Is it at the top? Oh, click on your icon on the top right and then click on drops and rewards. It's under there. That's where you'll see your drops that you're earning.
Everyone keeps talking about the Imperial City.
Nope, not doing PvP. Not doing that one.
I know that look. You've been tasked with busy work, haven't you? Watch your back in Vasya Didenot if you head that way. The place is full of ruffians and cutthroats. Stealing a bunch of supplies from merchants is tame for them. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of PvP in any game, let alone this one. I'll chat with this person over here.
It seems like the Netch has stopped its pranks. Thank Magnus. If you're going to be fishing in Vardenfell, make sure you have bait. If you don't have the right bait for the right water, you won't catch a thing. I used to live near a lake. Fish.
Don't care, Julia. Julia N. Talk to... Oh, what's her face? She's over here. I don't care if she lived near a lake.
Thanks for all you're doing to help. I'd do that West Weald one personally. I know plenty of people who left Valenwood with King Nantharion that I'd like to keep safe.
So fishing in Vardenfell. That one should be pretty easy. Let's just go fishing. Oh, where do you get them in-game? I usually mail, or make sure you've linked your account. They should just show up automatically when you log in. A lot of them are via mail. We gotta switch companions. She hates fishing. Sharp at Night loves fishing, though.
People say fish smell bad. I say anything smells bad if you leave it out long enough.
Fair. Fair. Companions, you do their quest lines, and then you can have them with you. You level them up, you equip gear, you choose their skills. They're really nice for solo play. Oh, don't worry, Julia. I was just making a joke. Why is there a delay between the YouTube and the live stream? Because the YouTube stream has a bit more delay because of the higher quality. It's like 6 seconds. 5 to 10 seconds. They just want to carry your burdens. They can't hold stuff for you, unfortunately. Yeah, we stream in 1440p on YouTube at 24 bits a second instead of 6 bits a second like Twitch. Catch luminary blessed fish across Vardenfell. So I caught 2 of them. I didn't know that worked, Fawn. Nice. Fishing is nice and relaxing. Bike riding on the sidewalks more relaxing? We're not allowed to ride on bikes on sidewalks in most of the U.S. You have to ride on the street or the bike lane. People do it. People will do a lot of things they're not supposed to do. Like, there's a rule that you cannot type Kappa in the chat, but you'll see people still typing Kappa anyways. See? It's already happening. Tell them they can't do something, they're like, oh, I should do this thing that I'm not supposed to do? Where is the... A game of Ash. What game of Ash? Forgotten Wastes. Oh, public dungeon. There it is. Forgotten Wastes up there. We'll go in there as well. Came for the concept. Is that a key tree behind you? Yes. The cat sometimes graces us with their presence and sometimes it's not. I've learned that I cannot control the cat. The cat will decide when it wants to come up to us and when it does not.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Seems like they're adding more quests with each of the quest line. Like, went from 2 challenges to 3, and the next one will probably be 4, and then 5. Why don't you just play Morrowind? I could always play Morrowind if I want to, but right now I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online. I don't have to choose one or the other, I can play both. Oh, this guy wiped them all out. I was wondering where all the enemies were. done. Just had to take out one. That was quite easy. Going back. Anyone over the whole MMO quest grinding thing? Well, that's good. You don't have to play them. There's so many games now all the time that you can play whatever you want. There's never been a time where there's more games of all kinds of types all releasing all the time. It's incredible. Whether you're into racing games, horror games, shooters, indie games, there's something for everyone nowadays. It's kind of awesome. Weeb games, yes. Hello.
You are most impressive, not Ulfsealed. I will ensure the mortals I have in mind are aided by your buoyant deeds. In the meantime, let us talk about your proper trial, and another mortal altogether.
A trial like the Indrik, then? What do you want me to do for this mortal?
I try to stay buoyant. I do. If we are to brush the ground, it should be for good reason. A father breathes his last in Vardingfell at a clinic in the town of Suron. He has regrets to resolve before his soul becomes untethered and drifts away.
I'm going to help him resolve those regrets.
Your cleverness almost reaches that of Ulfsealed, not Ulfsealed. His soul has splintered into 3 parts. While my tendrils can hold him here for a time, a dark spirit seeks to claim him. That is why we must move quickly, with the help of your knight.
Yeah, we'll be playing more Fable tomorrow. Want me to ask Nalia for help?
With her portals, you and the knight can flow with the wind. We'll need that to help this man. Ask her to come speak to me. I will make her float with knowledge, and you can prepare for your journey.
I'll talk to Nalia then.
Soar suspended by your good...
I need to go grab a drink. I'll be right back in a second, guys. I got a factor meal.
Knight, you have an aptitude for magic. Perhaps you just have not found
The crow has warmed up to me, which is great. But now she wants to start tutoring me. It's like I'm back at my mother's home again. How goes your trial with the Netch?
This factor meal is some chicken with a creamy sauce and some rice on the side. Some Cajun rice, I believe. The Netch wants you to help me in my trial.
Me? Of course. From chasing illusionary squirrels to luminary trials? It's been quite a day. Do you know why it wants me to tag along?
The Netch wanted to explain things to you itself.
I suppose when a magical being asks you to help out, you help out. This will be an interesting story to tell my parents when I head home for New Life Fest. See you when I catch up, adventurer.
That's really good. Saran, that is... Oh, right there. All the rice is super moist. It's cauliflower rice. It's heavily seasoned, though. It tastes delicious. You know, I wasn't sure about cauliflower rice, but you know, it's not bad. Sure, it doesn't taste like rice, but it kind of fills that niche and lets you cut some calories by having it. I can appreciate it. I hate cauliflower rice. I mean, we would all love to have rice, but sometimes you just want to cut a few calories, and if you can cut out the rice a little bit, for cauliflower rice, you save a little bit of calories, and it's nice.
Father, I got here as soon as I could. Please, can you hear me?
I'm sorry, my love. He's very weak.
Uh-oh. Hello?
Are you a healer with the clinic? Please, we came as soon as we heard. I need my father to know I made the journey. The way I last spoke to him, it can't be the last time. It can't. I never wanted him to pass from this world alone. I grew up thinking nothing could kill my father. He was a soldier and later a mercenary. Tough as they come. So when he wrote to me about this illness, I knew it was serious. We haven't spoken in years.
Why not?
He expected me to follow in his footsteps. I tried, but it's one thing to hold a sword and another thing to use it. I have the heart of a historian. I'm not made for battle. The last words between us were so bitter. I wanted to make amends.
Yeah, we play more Fable tomorrow, Coda. Anything that can be done?
I don't know. The clinic says he's beyond their help. If I could just speak to him one more time, put our bitterness behind us and ease his passing. But it's too late. My father is in his final moments and has no idea I'm even here.
Alec, Malvina, hello. It must be a surprise to see me.
Nalia? What are you doing here?
I'll fill you in shortly. We're here. I had no idea Alec's father was even sick. We're old friends, so I'm eager to help however we can. Did the Netch explain how I'm going to help you? Back to where we began with portals?
It did. Something about moving with the wind?
That sounds like the Netch. Apparently you're not the only one being tested here. Alec's father, Johones, is still alive, but his soul is splintered and drifting across the face of Nirn.
You gonna help me with portals?
Yes. Any other time, I'd be annoyed. Portals are all the guild thinks I'm good for. But this is important. I'll remain here, divine where you're headed next, and open pathways as you go. It gave me some kind of mystical ink that will help us out.
Yes. Factor has on their website all of the ingredients, the nutrition label, so you can see the sodium count, the calorie count, like everything in there. If you click the link below the channel or in chat under the exclamation point Factor command, you can check it out. Think we'll connect you to the soul fragments?
That's what the Netch said. Something about the ink snarling my tendrils with the wayward soul fragments. This is why I didn't stay with spellwork. If you're ready, wish me luck, and let's get started.
Nalia, please. Is there anything you and your friend can do?
I just want him to know I'm here.
Portal or Dragon Bridge?
One moment, Ellie.
My first mission. My first brush with death. The Reach folk had us on the run. I was so far from home and certain I'd die alone.
Jeanette chili cheese dish.
I fought with everything I had. My wife was at home by herself. She told me she had news for me when I returned. I needed to know what it was.
Probably a baby. Are we trying quinoa or broccoli rice? Yeah, both are good. I really love quinoa. Quinoa is delicious. Yeah, we're going to be watching OTK show in about 21 minutes. Hi.
Oh, I'm at the end, aren't I? Dragon Bridge. My blood warmed the icy water. I should have died that day. Yeah, maybe I did. Mariel, Blackberry Mead, Border Watch, Alec, my life's pride. Were all those warm memories just the dreams of a dying young soldier?
Wasn't a dream. Elric is waiting you back at Saran.
Alec? Yes. This is where I learned of Alec. Near death. Perhaps nearer than I am now. I remember tendrils cradling me, lifting me to the water's edge. My wounds closing, pain easing. A voice that was joyous, clear.
What did it say?
That I had to live for my son. I feared I'd never live to meet him. I was just glad I wouldn't die alone. But when I woke later, no one was there. And when next I saw my wife, she handed me our child, a boy. My Alec. Where is he?
He's with you right now in Saran.
Loftily done! Nalia, the next portal, if you please. To Border Watch Ruins you go.
I'm going to run past this next one because I'm on a short timer now. Get red.
Border Watch.
Yeah, I did. We're on a tight timer, so I gotta run through this next one. So your soul's
He was still a little boy when I
fragmented.
put that wooden sword in his hand.
I'm sure it's very interesting. I want to get this quest done before we start watching OTK. Probably have the countdown going already. What is that creature?
It was here at Border. Elegant.
Only one remaining, not Ulsealed.
And one more part. MMOs always love to break stuff into parts. Like, not just once, but 3 times. It's like, get it, something traumatic happened, you split into 3.
My final mission.
Gotta rescue. It's the final countdown. No.
Your time.
Oh, that's the creature that's holding him.
Hey, theories cannot be denied.
My final.
Well done, not
We did it!
Nalia will see you back to Suron.
It's the final countdown.
It's Alec. I'm here. Just, he can hear me.
I
He's
saved your
growing
father's
up.
soul.
I'll try.
You're welcome.
My life's pride. I'm so sorry.
Okay, tight timer.
Those things I
Let's
said
go
to
back.
you. I wish I could take it all back.
I know, Dad.
We saved his dad.
I'm sorry I didn't give you the chance to make amends.
Shh, my boy.
I'm gonna let them have a private moment. This game's 10 years old? Yes. Came out in 2014 on PC. And then 2015 on console. Got 3 more parts of the Scribing quest after this. I did your quest, sir.
What a marvelous game we just played. What a delicious trick. Returning his father just in time. Grief is heavy. Not good for floating. Regret, ooh, that's even worse. Alec and his father were trapped beneath all that weight. And now, they are both just a little lighter.
Line up to have that conversation.
Now you're getting it. The best tricks are the ones nobody sees coming. A twist of fate, a bubble of hope, a glorious multi-limbed embrace. Seeing people happy is all for my own gratification. Selfish, I know, but I've been called worse.
Have I earned your respect, your support for my scribing journey?
Absolutely. Consider my trial passed. I'll summon up my sigil, and you can take it back to the altar. It is time for you to scribe up your own clever tricks. Just remember to stay light, stay breezy, keep yourself as netchy as you can.
I'll try, Netch, thank you.
Take my sigil, use it to amplify the altar, and seek to better the world through your scribing.
We did it.
Be sure to
After we turn this in, we'll go
and
start
don't
watching
be
the
a
OTK
stranger,
conference.
Or I'll find
And then
an
the other
excuse
indie
to
conference that
start
happened earlier today.
wandering the
There you go.
Solarium
I just
again.
got back myself.
Yeah, this has been a ton of content. It's just the scribing area. We haven't done any of the story stuff yet. The Scribing quest line's been really beefy.
Thank you. It means a lot that we could help Alec find some closure.
You're welcome.
I wonder if Ulfsild ever faced a personal trial like this when she met the luminaries the first time. I guess we just have to do what we can when we can and hope for the best. Oh, Magnus, did the Netch teach us a lesson?
Maybe. Why do you think the Netch drew you to its trial?
The Netch acted like it was another trick, but I felt for some time like my magic has stagnated. It was really hard. But it was kind of a joy to really challenge myself. Still think I'll stick to swords and shields, though.
It was good working with you, Nalia.
I feel the same way. Just look at all the lives you made brighter. The altar is another wing stronger, and we reunited a man and his son for one final day together. The Netch's antics were kind of moving. All because of you, my friend.
Thank you. Are we able to do anything with this yet? Looks like no. We still only have the first ability to scribe onto. All right, we're going to stop it there for now. We're going to go and switch over and start watching the OTK gaming conference. Just give me a couple minutes to switch over. If you're on YouTube, you'll have to join a different stream. Let's go offline. Same with TikTok. TikTok will stay offline. And I'll be back in